braids?
Joke.
Nah, bro.
You never had braids? You had braids?
I did the fade the whole time.
Of course I did.
They called me Luda back in the day.
Luda.
Yeah. How'd you skip the braids? It wasn't wholesome?
Nah, I couldn't do it, bro.
You weren't allowed?
Nah, you know what happened?
Afro then come.
No, you know what happened?
We all know that track is Toilet Stew.
Toilet stew. Why'd you say that?
I got a take on that, but we'll talk about it.
Oh, don't you hear that? The wetness, guys?
Ooh, gushy.
The gushy gushy?
Wet.
Sensational. That's the word you're looking for.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet and gushy, make that pull out.
Not with the hype. The hype.
You don't think this is hard?
Wet and gushy, bring a bucket and a mop for this wet and gushy. Give me everything you got for this.
Yo,
wet and
stop
gushy.
that.
Beat it up, baby, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this cookie right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a giggle, I'm kinda wild. Look at my
Jesus.
mouth.
I think
look
this
at
is
my
too nasty
thighs.
for the teacher man.
This might be a little-
Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that.
Hold on, should I have done like
I think you should have done like
a warning?
like a disclaimer. Just warning.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Tell him, Megan.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me, quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me and tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a night. Running me, talk your style, bite your lip, ask for a call while you ride that. Why you really ain't never got him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat, for this wet and gushy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet and gushy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet and gushy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet and gushy.
Jeez.
Come on now. We're gonna switch up the vibe, dog.
From one to one.
Dance and tease. She just wanna dance and tease me.
Wheel up the
She
tune.
drive me crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can't see. She just wanna dance and tease. She just wanna
New
dance
poppy,
and
new
tease
poppy.
me.
OVO.
She just wanna dance and
Unruly.
tease me. She just wanna dance and tease
Yo,
me.
Gully,
She just wanna
you claim Gully or Gaza?
Cheese. Did not speak.
listen. You've been missing since 2016. Squid tell me go and fix things. You know that's my assistant. When she speak, I listen. She swears you're my missus. I say we think different. I see why your heart.
Yo, I think this trio's crazy between Drake and Party and Popcaan.
Telling you,
Run by
works.
me, too many twists and turns, yeah. Love the way you
There you go. There we go. There you go.
Let's go. This is my vibe too. I got you.
Got
Some
it.
new Dolph. Some new Dolph. Let's go.
Big boss CEO on that Suge shit. I smoked that killer back to back on that Snoop shit. On that Dr. Dre shit, I'm still ruthless. Thug life outlaw, I'm on that. Not with the hype. The hype. I'm on that clock shit. For real though. I'm aiming for your top, bitch. For real though. Take them heels out before you jump up in this drop, bitch. She asked how much cost syrup in my cup, that's a lot,
bitch.
Ain't no more purple, so I'm drinking yellow snot, bitch. Got some choppers, got a plug, then I got rich. Cash that on 3 Lamborghinis just to pop shit. I brought the millions to the circle, nigga.
Jeez. Oh, I love how I can always predict these trap lyrics, and I know Patrick's gonna say, "Yeah, I know you can," because they're whack. But Oh, what were you gonna say? What were you gonna say?
But all right. It's because
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, King. Let's go.
Mandem. It's not with a hype thing.
Wagwan Govey.
The world general speaking.
Yes. Back again.
Wagwan King of the Dark Side.
Brampton's finest.
I feel like every time I intro you, like they don't want to. Zoom don't want to hear you.
He's the worst.
Probably not.
Here you
Hey,
are.
back again, man. Really excited.
And of course, it's me.
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
Tell me how you been, Govey. How you been holding up after this long weekend?
Bruh, This was a good week, man. I love the short weeks. It flew by. You know, it was busy, but it flew by. It was good. Weather was good. Got outside. Got my workouts in this week. I gotta say, first time back in the gym since March.
Since March? Really? You took a hiatus? I thought you was getting it with me. Pause.
I did workout.
Okay, cool.
Lifting weights?
I don't know you because you mentioned
I'm
like
hurting right now,
just
so-
throwing in the towel and becoming washed. So I was like, okay, like how washed are we?
Yeah, no, not yet. After next year. After
Oh,
the wedding.
I
After the
didn't
wedding.
understand.
No, never get washed. Never like.
I know. So don't have that mentality, man. I hate when I hear that where it's just like I got her, so fuck it.
That ain't even it. It's just, I'm lazy. I gotta look good for that day, and then after that, I don't care no more. No, I'm kidding. But trying to put in this work, man. I got a goal that I want to hit before I'm 30. So I got a year.
Like a weight goal or like just a look overall or.
Yeah. Just complete body transformation, man. So COVID kind of messed me up because I was on track, and then the COVID, not quite 15, but the COVID, I stayed the same weight. So now I'm trying to get back into it and get on that grind. So this week I've been working out every day, 6:30 in the morning, been in the gym. Yeah, man. So I'm sore.
Good.
Now.
I feel like the sore feeling's nice. Like it hurts, but it's like a good hurt because you're like put in the work. If I feel it in my triceps, they're gonna get bigger.
I'm about to get. There you go. I'm about to get. I don't know if you saw. We'll get into it, but Rick Ross got the massage. I'm about to get one of those.
I saw him getting a nice COVID-y massage. It was nice.
Yeah.
Pairs.
How was your week, Brandon?
Yeah, same. Once again, working every day, like having long walks for like hours outside of downtown Toronto, having a good time. But I'm on Insanity. Same thing. I'm
Jesus.
Plot Desert Eagle.
Sorry, say that again. Patrick keeps interrupting you.
Okay. But yeah, so same thing. COVID 10, whatever it may be. I gained that weight. I'm just Insanity every single day. Sweating like crazy. Never sweat like this in my life. So just trying to get back into it. And it's what it is, man. Just working out every single day, walking, getting outside, being active, and getting ready and seeing what this government's gonna do with our jobs and whatnot. So yeah, man. Tell me, man. How about you?
I mean, I've been working out fairly consistently. Since we're on the topic of just saying that in general. I've been doing honestly, I find if I overcommit, as in like I'm doing one of those where I gotta get up at 6:30 every morning and then go to the gym, I am not gonna do that long term. So to me, it's gotta be I think long game. I'm not thinking let's get in as much as I can today. I'm thinking about tomorrow. I'm thinking about the day after, et cetera, et cetera. All that to say that basically between the hours of 12 and 1, which is my lunch break, that's where I'm like, okay, it's time to get it. However, I'm going to do it. So I usually will just go for a run for half an hour, or I'll hop on the bike for a half hour, or I'll go shoot some hoops for a half hour, and then I'll come back in. And since I got that my heart rate up, I go and I do 4 sets of 10 of some 25-pound dumbbells that I got going, and I got a nice little gel body going. So it's going well. My weight has stayed the same. Body's changed a little bit, which is good.
Yeah.
I also got my first baldy in 4 months today. So you guys see that light shining? Look at that light. Bling!
I know.
Come on now. Yo,
glistening, bro.
Bro, I went like this. I swear it was like butter, and I don't even feel my head's numb, bro. I'm like I don't feel nothing.
Did you use that new razor?
No, that's just to line it up and fade the shit, bro.
Okay.
It was good to finally. I feel like myself again. I looked at myself and I'm like, oh, I know this guy. This guy. Yeah.
Who's
So
this guy?
Honestly, condition. If anyone really wants to lose pounds and get back into shape. Insanity is
I've tried that.
So like you're doing that half an hour.
I've done it.
Max 30. Like I've never tried it before, but it's really doing pain. It's doing the work. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give the people a cheat code right now. I might have mentioned it early on in COVID, but there's a gym in Toronto. I'll give them a shout out because they've been doing great work, man. Free classes, and they've been donating charities throughout. So I don't mind plugging them without them paying me.
Did I approve this?
Fit Factory. It's okay. But Fit Factory TO on Instagram. They were recording workouts on IGTV, like half-hour HIIT workouts, so high intensity interval training workouts, and they've kept the videos there. So you can go back on their IG account and watch any workouts they did for the past several weeks. And that's what I've been doing, man. So I get 30 minutes of those high intensity workouts, the thing. Burn crazy amount of calories.
You got to pack it in. Like, I'm not trying to work out for an hour and a half. And I hate when somebody tries to like drill in my brain that like, yo, you're not getting it if you're not in the gym for 2 hours. I'm like, are you nuts? I got things to do. You don't have to do that. And like honestly, watching my dad, because if you guys know my dad, he's in great shape, but like his thing is like, yo, I do this 10 minutes a day, like light. And then now he doesn't even jog. He goes on the treadmill, but he's walking at a higher rate, I guess. Maybe puts on an incline or something, but like very low maintenance in terms of like what he's doing to maintain what he's got and get there. It's just about, like I'm saying, long game.
Fair. Yeah.
And good genes help a lot. Oh my God.
Good genes.
Oh my God. They help a lot, or they like, to me, I've had great genes. But like the problem is that I get like, I'll work out for like 2 weeks and I'm like, ooh, I can see something. And then I just like, I'm good.
See, yo, I hate people like you, bro. I hate people like you. I'll tell you, the moment I see any sort of pack come in, whether it's 1 pack or 2, 3, 6, it's game over for everyone, bro. I'm not gonna be humble no more.
That's when Patrick flies out to Miami and finds out where Tory Lane's got his hair done. But yeah, let's talk about some music, man. There's so much music that just dropped. We got a lot of topics to get into. I feel like some of them are mad funny. But let's start with the music. That's the easy one. Let's just talk about some wet ass pussy. And if you guys are thinking I'm being random, I'm talking about Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B's new track, Wet Ass Pussy, aka WAP.
Yeah.
That just dropped with the music video. They were big on the visuals, I'll just say.
They were definitely big.
Hey, I'll just say, hey, I watched it on mute in the morning. That was fine. And listen, it's okay. But let's get Kylie Jenner out of there. Come on.
What the fuck? Yeah, that cheesed me. And they stopped the music for it. I saw the meme, but like,
no, not even the meme. There's a petition on change.org to actually get her off the video.
She didn't need to be there. I didn't know what she added to it. It wasn't like we saw her do anything that we haven't seen her do. She walked in slow-mo and went into a room. She wasn't even... Yeah. I thought she'd be like...
She can't twerk, bro.
Yeah, I thought she'd be busting it open with the other two.
She gonna twerk.
If you're not gonna bust it open with the other two, what's the point of your cameo? As per what I heard from the streets, I didn't say it.
All the conspiracy theories that said that Kylie Jenner was the one that injured Meg Thee Stallion, you see her in that video, and you're like, Tory Lane's probably crying in his room with grapes right.
He actually, Tory didn't even get deported. All those rumors, he wasn't actually. He's still there. In Miami, or he was seen in Orlando.
Yeah. Yo,
let me ask you guys this one question. When Cardi B said, "I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got a ring," how do you feel about that?
I feel like okay, it's great for, honestly, there are things that are just great for the bars of a song. So whether it's male, female, girl, guy, I think there's like guys will say some wild ass reckless shit. Girls will say some wild ass reckless shit. I think you just can't take it seriously and to the point where it's like, now I'm empowered. I don't know how to cook or clean. I just got some sick ass pussy, so this is how I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna bring anything else to a relationship or to the table because Cardi B told me she does it and she making bank. Those are like, I just hope that there are people out there that are thinking like that, and that's the only way I don't agree with it. But other than that, it's just a bar. It's just a bar.
I hope. Again, I think it's just a bar, but I also got a hot take on this.
Wait. You didn't give me a minute to load up my fucking shit. Let's go.
I can't. I gotta get it out, bro.
Nigga, let's talk about it for a little bit.
Listen. I've been seeing a lot of chatter online, and I've been thinking about it, listen to the song, and listen to some other music that came out today that I know we'll get into. But I really think, even though it's 2020, it's a year of wokeness, it's empowerment, it's all this stuff, I don't think the world's ready to hear women speak like Cardi and Meg spoke on this song.
The world general speaking.
Well, I mean,
they ain't ready for that because, like, yo, rappers do this all the time, bro. Male rappers do this all the time. Popcaan just released, I know we'll talk about, but he just released an album where he says literally the same stuff.
Which is what I'm saying,
Cardi and Meg. But it comes to these two, and I don't know, man. The internet's kind of divided, man.
I think it has a lot to do with the fact that we rarely hear, or we're less likely to hear a woman talking in that manner. And like any of the female artists that do, we know them for it. I.e., Lil' Kim is known for that. You know, there's certain girls that'll give you that, and it's almost like a subculture in music where it's not as like where with men, it's literally the mainstream. Most guys are talking like that, and it's expected. Now, when a girl does, I think it's more so unexpected. There's not as many female rappers if we're talking specifically about hip hop, so it's harder to digest. And I know I'm guilty of it when I hear some rap songs with women where they're just being super vulgar, and they're just as vulgar as some of the guys I love. But when it's coming from that perspective, it's harder to digest for me as a man to say, you know, like, I mean, Wet Ass Pussy is a good song. Not saying that I'm gonna be putting that on my playlist, to be honest, because it's not for me. It's for the girl to be bragging about her wet ass pussy. So
and that's why I think Cardi's been rapping like this for such a long time. So I think the world has been ready for this, because like all the women are saying like, yes, sister, like yes, of course. Beyonce, Rihanna, Cardi, they're all about supporting each other when it comes to the women. So when you say like the world's not ready, the world's ready for it, it's just like for men, it's not our place to say, yo, I'm ready to listen to that.
It's our place to say it might not be for me. It's not our place to say that they should or shouldn't be talking like this.
Exactly. And to go off of that, just to be a little
like you usually are, contrarian, sir.
Not to say women per se, but I think men and women, this goes into it. For me, I just find there's a lot of hypersexuality in our music today, and not in just music, just media. Like, bro, like Instagram is literally filled.
The shit that I used to have to like look so hard for when I was a younger dude, I had to look hard to find some of that shit.
Exactly. Yo, these kids these days will never understand the struggle, but we're not going to get into it right now. But I was going to say, for me personally, like, I'm kind of over it, to be honest with you. And maybe that's just me because I'm a little bit more conservative in that sense. But it's a lot, man. Whether it's regardless of gender.
Well, I think, Patrick, you are coming from a different generation. I mean, you are like, 55 or something like that. So, I mean, the way you digest and consume things. Come on, Uncle Pat. Come on, Uncle Pat. I love it, and I love you for it. Like, it's amazing because I feel like you give us a perspective that, like, I joke about it that I feel like a lot of your takes are older, but I feel like that's kind of needed in our conversations, and that's why I enjoy bouncing things off of you. And I joke about you being a contrarian, but like that's awesome that we can have those discussions because there are a lot of people that do feel the way you feel about it, and I mean it's not. I understand it. I understand it.
I'm not saying like I'm right or they're wrong or whatever. It's just my opinion. Like what I notice is just literally like the image, the thoughts, all the stuff about sex is just everywhere you look right now.
It sells.
And I hate when I hear that.
And to be honest, like Meg's been rapping like in the hot girls versus hot boys last summer. Like I'm pretty sure everyone was on that. Like, it's about women empowerment. It's about like everyone's equality, right? That's pretty much what a lot of these basketball players have in the back of their shirt. Like it's just that's what this world.
This guy trying to be the Segway king, and don't worry, we're not going to ball yet. Like I honestly feel like they should continue to keep doing what they're doing. I agree with you, Patrick. Like our society in general is overly sexualized to a point where like we're completely desensitized, and I hate the fact that like it's just normal for me to be flicking through Instagram and I'm seeing cheeks, I'm seeing everything but a nipple. I'm seeing camel toe. I'm seeing all the things that, like I joked about, like when I'm a horny ass 13-year-old, 14-year-old kid, like this is shit that I'm like, I have to look so hard to find. So this is a lot. And I don't think we're ever going to get to a point, to be quite honest, where things go back and become a little bit more conservative. If anything, I feel like it's just going to continue being more and more liberal till we get to a certain border where it's like, all right, is this shit porn or is it just... But I think they're definitely, when we're talking about youth, if we're talking about teens and people like that who are young and trying to figure themselves out and stuff like that, I think we still have to figure out a way to limit accessibility.
That's true.
Definitely.
That's why a lot of people have some disagreement with what Tory Lanez was doing with quarantine radio. Like people are saying, "Yo, my kids are seeing this. Like I don't want my kids to see this anymore." Right? And it's true. It's a lot. It's so accessible to everyone, right? But
so I think it's sorry. I just to stay with the Tory Lanez thing. I think like it's a tough situation because Tory Lanez is an artist that makes music for grown people, and I get it that a lot of younger people will listen to him too, but like he's a grown ass man making music for grown ass people. So on his Instagram, is it really like off brand for him to be watching a girl pour milk on her body and twerking? Like it's not really off brand.
Right.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, you said that like I was your girl and I just won an argument. And you're like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. You're right.
You're right. It's fine. It's over. It's done.
If you're a role model, though, you have young kids saying that, and it's like you're gonna get any promotions off it, so you're not. You don't really care for the younger generation. It's like they're gonna learn at some point, so you might as well teach them now.
Yeah. I mean, even Cardi said in her interview recently, I think actually interview today on Breakfast Club, they asked her if she would play this song for Culture.
And Culture's her daughter. People don't know.
Maybe. Culture's her daughter. So,
will you play this song for the Culture?
Like she said, probably not now. Like when she gets older, she'll definitely have a lot of explaining to do just with what she's done in her career. But at the end of the day, this is her job. Like, this is how she makes money. This is how she puts food on the table for her daughter, right? So I think there will be that understanding, but even if she's saying that, like, yeah, this is not really for kids, then parents around the world should take that and like, don't
you got to be a good fucking parent. And there's parents all over the world that like are in and around, like their work is around sex. Like whether you're a sex worker, stripper, you're a rapper, anything like this, where like what you do, you wouldn't want to say, hey, little 5-year-old son, daughter of mine, this is what I do. And look at mommy, look at dad. No. So, I mean, I get it that like we're having these conversations and we're questioning Cardi for this, but like, it's just because Cardi's on such a large platform. Yeah.
Platform. Yeah.
Are you sure that she's putting food on the table? She said she doesn't cook or clean. So you're providing for her.
Yo, she has a maid. She pays for the maid.
Or maybe she's like Megan, where she's in her bag, but she's in Offset's too. Bars. Jumping from that new single to let's talk about the Baby's deluxe album. And I don't think you guys got a chance to listen. Brandon, did you listen to it at all yet?
No, I listened to a few. I have not listened to everything yet. Right? You showed me obviously everything that has to do with Stunner.
Yeah,
Baby,
and we played No Dribble last week, which is on it.
Yes. I haven't listened to it yet. No.
I like it. It's 24 songs. A few of them, obviously, like I think maybe about half or more than half for what we've already seen. So it's not like, oh my God, here comes 24 of the same songs over and over, boom, boom, boom. And he does a good job of like having. There's some more variety in his flow, and he's not doing that bullshit where he's like, let me switch the flow up. Don't call it out, just do it. He's just doing it. He's just doing it. And yeah, I mean, others like songs that we've heard already. Like he's got the Black Lives Matter Rockstar remix on there. Like I said, he's got that No Dribble song on there. He has a
No Jump.
Sorry?
NBA Youngboy. You got Jump with no NBA Youngboy still on there.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's got let me play one. And actually, I'll play this one because this is for Brandon because it's featuring Stun for Vegas, and I know that's your guy.
Go first.
Oh, here he goes.
Look, hey, fuck it, I go first. It ain't even hot, and I'm still rocking no shirt. Ain't spreading no thought, and this bitch know she gon' flirt. You don't hold the Glock, then you ain't getting no purse. Fuck, I look like cashing out on a Birkin. I fucked the first night when she see me in purse. Hit her for a while, I was up off a purse. That bitch booty, big baby, think baby.
Not with the hype, the hype.
He's the type of rap nigga, act like he grew up in the trap, but he did. We gon' clap at that nigga. With choppers,
This guy's hard.
I ain't dropping the nigga. At me a nigga. Slide, you and your passenger, nigga. Let's go. You scared to go see a pastor, nigga? Movie scene, bitch, we bout action, nigga. You know how we come.
Man, I up it and down for shit. I'm into getting some money. From down your ass, he gon' do it for nothing. That little nigga broke, that didn't come in his budget.
Nigga top get peeled.
Yeah, that song's hard. Also, we'll say that guy Rich Dunk, who's featured on it. That guy, he's random. I've never seen him. I've never seen him. Heard of him before. Whatever he said, it was one of those where I had it bumping in my room. I'm like, who the fuck is this? It sounds like the baby with a deep ass voice. I'm like, who that? So I'm gonna do some research later tonight.
Let's go.
Yo, you know what track slaps when you make that face when you listen to it.
Oh, catch it. You
gotta pull.
I high key enjoy when I get the catch me off guard face versus the like this nasty face. The catch me off guard one is like I love when I don't expect it and it's just like, wait, why is this slapping so hard?
Right?
And I almost every time have to wheel it up. Almost.
Oh yeah.
Every time I put the feature in those new tracks.
You know what's funny? For the first time since we played it on the podcast, I played it again today, those songs. And it's like, honestly, I don't really like that like melodic singing Uzi as much. Like it's good. It's good. I'm not saying he's bad. I just get out of my head. I don't really care. Even Future, even that version of Future, I don't really like as much. I want them to be rapping.
Go hard. Yeah.
Protect the other track. Over your head, I was like, yeah, it's okay. I get there's a sick melodic, but it gives you a different vibe, you know, like for the Patricks of the world, the PDJs.
Wow. What? Listen, I want them to go hard, vibes, but like, you gotta rap, man, rapping.
Yeah, I'll listen to this new Baby, of course, but I think there's just so much music from Baby this year. It's almost.
I mean, thank God he took a break since March, so he gave us like 3 or 4 months.
It's just because Rockstar is.
Yeah, and I'm happy that he got one that we can just like let ride, and it's a good song. But I don't know. Suge was a moment, and I don't know if he. I feel like he's been trying to chase it, and that was like the one out of anything he's put out. I'm not saying it's his best song, but like, Bop was. Yeah, I know, but like that was when we were already like. Literally, why don't you switch up the flow? So, I don't know. I'm gonna listen to that. I want to see if I can get back into the Baby because there was a moment where I was like, "Yo, this guy can't miss. This guy can't miss. This guy can't miss."
I remember that.
Before he was recognized before Sugar, that's when he didn't miss. When he was just on the come up, like, that's when like when
blank is hard. Fuck, I'm gonna listen to some of that.
Yeah, that album is crazy to me. So get back to that point.
Continuing with the new tunes, we just played a couple Popcaan tracks. Of course, we played the ones featuring Drake on there, but that album dropped, and Patrick, you were surprised when I was like, "Yo, this shit go hard."
I did not expect you of all people to say that, bro. But the album.
Tell me more about this Fix tape. Bro. Was it a play on the Chicks tape? And does he have smoke for Tory Lanez?
Smoke. Nah, he's got to be cool with Tory, man. We can't have this beef no more,
That's
bro.
mad intricate beef. We got Drake versus Movado, but then we also got nah.
Tory, like, nah. This is. I was not expecting this. I have not really paid attention to him much this year, so I don't know if he was plugging this, but this came out of nowhere for me. I don't know about you guys.
Absolutely random to me. Like I don't really look. I don't really look for Popcaan, so it was. I was surprised, but I had to take a look, and this shit was fire. There's a couple songs, and I wish that I remembered them off memory. Which one it was?
I know I can't remember.
Which one?
Crazy.
Oh, I think that might be it. And of course, I love songs named Murder though.
Yeah. Before this, I think the only time that I think Shaq and I
Say that again, Brandon.
I was gonna say the only times that we've actually listened to it, Popcaan is.
Oh yeah.
I sit back and smoke a joint. For all my niggas in the joint. Whole clip full with hollow points. Hope you niggas get the point. Smoking on loud to smell the noise. Paddock on the wrist, I bet you notice. Niggas see me, they see the boy. Maybach G-Wag, exotic toys. Scream.
A bad man thing, rifle sing like violin. Murder boy and send them in a church, go make the choir sing. Fire the matic until me broke the fucking fire pin. Evil let me name and rule the boss, you know me full of sin.
And French Montana's also on that track. Also Preem.
Yeah.
I know. Song's fire. I know. Song's so fire.
I know. It's crazy. So far,
but I think what really drew me to this, other than obviously the Drake, the Party Next Door, the French Montana features, I just love when I see dancehall, reggae, like just crossing over genres. Like that's my favorite. When I hear patois on a rap beat, or I hear rappers on a dancehall beat, like this is it hits. That's why, like, even when rappers tried their little fake patois, like Lil Wayne had a moment. I loved it. I always love it.
Can I request a song real quick for the actual dancehall fans though? Like if you're a Popcaan fan, like either two, Good As Gal or On the Dirt.
Good As Gal or On the Dirt.
On the Dirt.
Good As Gal's more like the, you know.
Oh, okay, one of them ones. This is.
Wind up your sexy body, girl. Your bless is not luck.
When the world open up again, catch a wine here.
Like you depend fasting. Me love you everlasting. You know baby, you know depend no small thing. Me baby, you know wanga gun. I beg no girl fi them try and poison ya. Girl I hate you when the money you piling up. Hypocrite girl, you know inna no smiling up with. I
fuck with it. That's just like I love this album because it's one of those I just throw on and just do something.
Facts.
You know.
Well done.
Shout out to Mama Teeks because the track on here. Shout out to Mama Teeks because that's the first I thought of. But I was thinking that.
No. You have to big up.
Out to that one.
Big up Mama Teeks.
Big up Mama Teeks.
Mama Teeks.
Let's go into what Uncle Pat loves to do. You know when these moments happen. So we had a versus, another one. This was a good one. I didn't catch it, obviously. I caught a couple of glimpses because listen, like it's still I know they moved to Apple Music, but like I don't have Apple TV where I can cast shit or whatever. So what are you talking about?
You don't need it. Just pull it up on iTunes. Just pull it up on your Apple Music on your laptop.
I'm not a laptop watching person. My laptop is for when I podcast.
You literally just get verses. The live you can just see on your phone.
Yeah, and guess what? I get a message. All right, I'm out.
Such a simple thing, bro.
No, but that's the same reason why I don't watch YouTube on my phone for longer than 3 minutes. Why are you guys so shocked by that?
Bro, I don't open up my laptop.
No, I know. If I open up my phone, go to YouTube, guess what? I can cast shit to the TV. That makes life super simple. But why do I gotta go on my computer to watch something? Like, make it easy for me. It's 2020 versus.
I honestly feel that you're just very not lazy, but you're impatient.
Yeah. No, he's lazy.
But do I not have very valid points? Like this shit shouldn't be so hard.
Listen.
It shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to tell me that I'm going to either watch verses or use my phone for anything else.
That's
Yeah,
Apple's
no,
fault.
you know
then.
whose fault
Get
it
a
is? That's
friggin'
Versus.
Samsung, bro,
That's
and then you
Versus.
could
Because
do
guess what? I'm
multi-
sure they could pick any platform they wanted. I don't know what the deal and the situation is, but guess what? I know, but
wanna keep it free.
it could have been free through YouTube. I don't know what the bag and the situation was like, but imagine they put that shit on YouTube. I'm casting that shit up and I'm vibing because I watched a couple of those times, and Rick Ross was doing his thing. I love when they hit the Maybach music, and then the fucking girl, or she's like, ha ha.
yeah.
I'm about to add that shit to the drops. Like, I love that shit. And Rick Ross looking mad luxurious. He's wearing the big belly shirts. Just
No.
Shirt
When the
came off.
Came off.
man was getting a massage.
Shirt came off. He was
Sipping
getting a massage.
sipping the Luke Belair.
That's a
so
drink,
like
by the way.
I honestly I had to tune in because I fuck with Rick Ross so much, and I've always been saying if I'm gonna be a fat dude, I'm gonna be Rick Ross. And catalog crazy. And then like let's just not count out the fact that it was against 2 Chainz, whose catalog is also fairly extensive. Features are nuts. That was a sick versus, and that was probably one of the more like recently or artists that are more relevant, right?
Artists. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is a hot take. Yes.
I love how you guys use the hot takes like, yo, I only have like one per episode. All right, fuck it, I'm gonna use it.
Nigga, let's talk about it for a little bit.
All right, when it comes to these verses, okay, they're all too friendly. I want to see these guys going at each other like in a competition. Bounty Killer, Beanie Man were going at each other, going at each other's families, whatever it may be. It was fun, but it was competitive. All these are too lovey-dovey, my brother, this and that. I know packages and stuff, but unless it's a competition, I want to see a competition. Like Lil Jon, was it Lil T, whoever went against
Lil Jon, yeah.
Lil Jon, that was competitive, right? Yeah. I want to see something competitive. I'm not, if I see them sitting down each other right beside saying, oh, you know, we really appreciate that 2020, we're here together and whatnot. Like, it's nice to give that, but I want to see y'all go for each other's neck. Go for each other's head, right? So that's my take on versus.
No, I agree. And I think we would get that if we got 2 artists that are 2 cliques that don't like each other. Like you take a G Unit, a Dipset, or 50.
50 just doesn't fuck with anybody, but he fucks with everybody, but he doesn't really fuck with them like that. I think the problem is with versus is that you called it versus. This is versus. Yeah. This is not the celebration. This is not the link up.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna start the link up. Fuck it. I'm gonna start the link up.
With the hype link up. Let's go.
And guess what? Guess where I'm gonna put the link up? On YouTube, where every man can watch it.
Yo, one thing I will say though is, I watched the entire thing, right, as I normally do. The energy was lacking, bro. Like I expected more energy from this. 2 Chainz was the worst. Rick Ross
was 2 Chainz just too high?
I will say
like Mad Mellow.
Yeah, probably.
I can see that.
Yeah,
strippers.
He did bring
He's throwing money.
Out some essential workers, as he called them. You know, so he threw bands. He was throwing bands, making it rain. But one other thing I will say, I tweeted this out. These 2 artists, I want to know. Let's talk about this. Where would they be without Drake and Lil Wayne?
They were just playing mad features.
The songs they played, it was all feature. It was all Young Money.
Yeah. It might like Drake might as well.
Yeah, I heard somebody said that Drake won.
Drake won without even having to do it. Yeah, he didn't even have to do it, and he won. Like literally. Honestly, this guy's a goat, man. Like where are these? He literally 2 Chainz had nothing. Rick Ross played Drake feature after Drake feature, which they don't miss. Rick Ross and Drake together, they don't miss, bro.
Yeah, they don't. On one everything, they did not miss. But I wonder who would be competitive towards Drake and
Kanye. Jay-Z, Kendrick, Cole, but I don't really fucking listen to Cole. And I wouldn't even put Cole there. Nah, don't put Cole.
I don't even think Kendrick could do it.
Kendrick doesn't, he doesn't have the hits. But the thing is, with verses, we're talking 20 songs. So these guys have 20 songs.
That's true.
I just don't think that J. Cole has 20 songs.
That's what I'm saying.
Not that you, Drake.
No, because like popularity, it's over.
Oh, I got it. I got it. Drake. No, Drake.
Woy.
There There hasn't really. Actually, no, they did Alicia Keys and John Legend, but whatever. But there hasn't really. We need like a prime time male female battle, like just two artists who dominated.
That would be kind of soft. Well, that would be kind of mushy gushy too, like the soft two kind of. You know, Drake would be trying to dance.
She don't like him.
Drake, Jay-Z.
Drake, Jay-Z. I like that one. That might be one of my favorite ones. I think just out of. I think out of sheer Drake Kanye because like that's controversial and I'll tune in for that whole thing. But out of like a good vibe and two people that will have that'll have songs together that they can go back and forth and by themselves, but they're brethrens. I think Drake and Future will be lit to watch. Drake and Future will be lit to watch. They can split songs. Yo. You know what I mean? And it won't necessarily be the 20. But then it won't be the 20. But you go over, give a couple. What do you say?
No, I was gonna say like it's back into that friendship.
But that's what versus is.
Though. You gotta.
This is the link up.
Two competitors.
Beanie Man brought together they're boys, but they're competitive, going at each other, right? You want to see that energy, right? So that's all I want to see. That was the most.
Yeah, I think honestly, anybody that you put like Drake or a Drake like that in the room with, it's only going to be a brethren. It's not going to be. You're not going to see Drake and Kanye in the same room. That's not ever happening. Pusha's not even going to win. Not even fucking close.
Yeah, I know. But still, he'll just deny everything.
What about
the producer ones? I like the producer ones, and I missed that.
Yeah.
Zaytoven. Metro Boomin.
Okay.
Zaytoven versus Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put Young Chop in there.
Oh, you want a three-way battle?
Freaky boy.
Yep. Come on now.
Yo, one thing I will say about last night that brought me back was listening to Lex Luger beats.
I love the Lex Luger.
Oh, you guys
Lex
know,
Luger the tags.
Back in GH. Uni days, like
everything that Shaq was like, you know, he woke up to Lex Luger and went to bed to Lex Luger.
There was a moment that like Hard in the Paint was the beat that woke me up, and that's like it was ridiculous because it startled me and I got mad and just like stopped doing it because I was just waking up on the wrong side of the bed every day. But like literally, I would just like the days that I was lit, the beat would start and I would wake up and go. I'd start singing. I go hard and I'm crazy. I'm crazy. It's fine. Yeah, I think the producer battles are sick. I would love to see that.
We gotta get back to that.
What was the last one? It was Hit Boy Wonder, right? Yeah.
That happened?
That didn't happen?
Yeah.
Oh, that did happen.
Come on, guys.
Yes, it did.
My memory is shit. My memory is shit.
Yeah.
It was mad early. It was mad early.
That was early.
It might have been number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. I think 40's got to go up there too.
Yeah, 40's got to go up there.
40's got to go up to get someone.
Yeah.
Who would go up? Neptune. I don't know who would go up to.
Yo, if we got a Neptune's back, oh my gosh.
That would be crazy.
Neptune's Justice League.
Oh, okay.
You can put a little poll out there on Twitter saying exactly who people.
Yeah, let's do this.
Who people want to see, you know, on the verses.
Yeah, word. Yeah, Hydrogliphic, man.
Hydrogliphic right now.
This guy's so dumb. This man's like, wow, I'm looking mad hydroglyphic. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You're hydroglyphic.
Yo, how are you a teacher, fam?
Listen, I'm a real good. Did I teach English? I did teach English.
So what does hydroglyphic mean?
Some people don't know what it is, but it doesn't matter. It was wrong.
And is it a word?
Some people don't know the difference between there, and they are. So a lot of people don't know you are. The kids need that, of course. Holographic. What's the
actually,
word? Sorry, I'm getting my.
It's holographic is what you were trying to say. Hydrogliphic.
I was thinking of Tupac at Coachella. That's
hologram.
Anyways,
I don't even what.
Hologram.
No, fam. You're just.
Or it's literally holographic.
No, you're
right
hydroglyphic. No, you can stay being hydroglyphic. I'm cool with it. That's too big for him. Chill.
Cool.
What else we want to talk about? What else we talking about? Did I have something? Oh yeah, I had a. Do we have any more music before I jump? Any more on music? Any more on music at all?
Low key.
Low key.
Low key for a bit.
I mean, Low Key dropped an album. It's got a bunch of features that are great. Low Key is one of the fairly newer artists. He has a couple songs where like I really fucked with it, where he's collaborated with like Future and Young Thug and people like that. I listened to this very quickly, and I didn't get through it yet. But here's one song, and I'm just gonna hope it hits. It's called Zaza featuring Future, because I figure Future will, you know. Oh, he's got Future, 42 Doug, Young Thug, Ty Dolla $ign, Lil Baby, Travis Scott, Gunna. Like this is an album. Here we go. Let me take a shot at tequila. Why not?
Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Weezy out of here. Not with the hype. The hype.
On truck, smoking Scotty. I catch you by the stage, you know that you bad it. The Zaza bad buzz, size of a brag. Think I'm James Harden, cause I ride with that rack. 30 pack of that X, man, you know it's a party. My partner scratch your throat like lunges and permanent loyalty within the crew, so we rock. She eat on that Miley, tongue white like he caught it. Hey, I been feeling so strange. They got my little dog in the cage. He said my music heavy him escape. And deep down inside he feeling range. That's surrounded by a band with a space. I know about the rule and she said she loves space. Got 2 15s on me, I ain't talking bangs. I save up for everything. I got a Gucci shirt, got the snake round.
This is hard. I gotta listen to the whole thing. I know Future's gonna smash it. We played a lot of songs. I won't get us taken down again. But I know that we can get back up, so don't worry. That's hard. What do you guys think? Little sample.
I gotta listen to that again. You know, I gotta listen.
Oh, you're still evaluating?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to hear the whole thing.
Cool. No, man, you always you Mr. Contrarian, so.
Trying to get out of it, man. You know,
and like his whole.
I think he's definitely one.
Go ahead.
No, I think he's just. I think Low Key's hard. To be honest, I think it's gonna be a good album, and I think a lot of people are inspired by him. Yeah. Even Drake said for one of his albums he was inspired by Low Key. So he's done.
He just reminded me of a dumb hot take that I had with my brother. It's not even real because I don't fully believe it, but in the spirit of everybody doing hot takes, I'll do one.
3 hot takes.
It's a season high in hot takes.
Nigga, let's talk about it for a little bit.
Y'all familiar with the Toronto rapper Smiley? Mr. B.O.B. Buy or buy. You guys are familiar with the quality of music that he produces? Yeah. You guys are also familiar that like he's one of Drake's favorite rappers apparently?
Yes. Prodigy.
Like it's weird. Like I go on his page and Drake is commenting and like just bumping his tunes and like it's a lot. But like and I'm not coming out of place of hate because I actually fuck with his music. I understand what it is and I know what he sounds like. He always sounds like he's tired and he must have a problem speaking. Yeah. Like I just can't imagine having a conversation with him. I just wonder if like he's like, you know, this like special little kid that Drake is just like, yo, I feel bad for this little you know, he has breathing problems. He can't really say a bar longer than this.
Oh man.
And it's kind of like, you know, he just, you know, he's doing like a good job. Is that I don't know if that's Drake's whole demeanor behind pushing this kid.
Listen, I just want to say the views given by Shop Like Shakir do not reflect those.
What, you don't feel like why?
I don't want to.
You don't think Smiley is special?
Yeah, I gotta take 2. I gotta take for sure. I'm not gonna say it's a hot take, but I think Drake, even though Masai Ujiri had a miss with Stanley Johnson and signing him, this is a miss in the close. But now it's just like he has to continue it so he doesn't go back. Right? It's just what it is. It's just you make some bad takes sometimes.
Yeah, you need the G League, but there's no G League.
The G League is stay in Toronto.
True, he doesn't get the LA treatment.
No. Like, when you knew that Drake really put you on back in the day when the world was open, you were on tour in Europe with him. So that's where Smoke Dogg and all those other guys were going over there.
Yeah.
If I saw Mr. B.O.B. with him, then I was like, all right. He's taking him up. He called him up from the D League.
Yeah.
But I think he's still training.
So he's not too.
No. He's still developing that jump shot.
No defense, man. It's just listen. Left hand layup first. You got fundamentals first.
Right now, he's still in the studio trapping with Jesse.
Oh my god.
Shout out to Jesse. I got not that I got it, but Pat put this in the group chat. It was just a conversation that I feel like it's a nice mixy one, perfect to have after a fresh shot of tequila. So here's the. I'm just gonna forget the caption. I'm just gonna read the story of what this girl posted. I'm assuming it's real. So this is what she said. I am 26 years old. My parents died when I was 14 years old, and then I dropped out of school because no one could afford to pay my fees. I then met this guy when I was 16, and he sent me back to school. He was selling fruits on the street just to pay my fees, and then he then got a job as a truck driver and sent me to college. Now, I'm working as a lawyer. Big up. My problem is that I feel I can't continue with this relationship because I feel that this guy is too low and he is not the type of husband I wished for. How best can I tell him that he is not my type without hurting his feelings? I am grateful that he sent me to school, but I can't be in a relationship with him anymore. I want somebody in my own class, not a truck driver.
Ungrateful.
Wow.
Oh man,
They would
what
say,
do we?
Don't save him, man. Don't save him.
It's an evil world.
What do you guys feel about it? Like from her? Okay, let's break this down because I want to. There's one thing that she said that like kind of like got me. How best can I tell him that he is not my type? So when at what point did truck driver become not your type? And when is truck driver a type?
Right. That's what I want to know, because he was your type all the way when, things were, when you didn't have nothing, he was paying for stuff, but you through school. So what happened? What changed? When did he not become your type?
I don't know how much money truck drivers make. Let me just do a quick Google because
it's decent, man. Like if you're
I figured it's not like a low paying job.
No, if you're a long haul truck driver, you make a decent amount, bro.
Yeah, you're on the road a lot, of course, but you do make quite a bit of money.
I'm seeing actually like between $55,000 and $71,000 a year.
Like it's decent.
So he probably wouldn't be the breadwinner, which is, I mean, that's okay. But I think he's still bringing shit to the table, especially with that whole backstory where you didn't have shit. And I get it that your life, like you were dealt a shit hand. But this guy did not have to do anything at all. He could have been like, that sucks.
Nope.
I'm so sorry. And then just kept it moving. And then who knows if she would have ever been able to become a lawyer. And it's not like you owe him shit.
Right.
I think you just got to understand how you got there, factor that into what you're feeling, and not have this, he's not my type because of his occupation, because that was his occupation when you didn't even have a home.
Yeah. And like, to be fair, like if she feels like he needs to step his game up, cool, that's fair, but have that conversation with the guy. Don't be like, well, you know what? You're not on my level, so I'm out. Like that's not the way to go about it, man.
And then that guy told her to go back to school so she can level up. Do the same thing.
Word, exactly. Maybe help him out.
Right. Just do one move. Pay it forward.
Word,
Yeah. So
that sounds like there's no communication as well. Like if she feels this way that he's not really, if he's basically hit his ceiling or is complacent, she's not communicating this to him, it sounds like, because it's not like she's mentioning this whole thing that like, I feel like he's just content or at least anything. Like that's not anything that she's saying. She's just saying he drives a truck and I don't like it because I'm a lawyer now. I leveled up and he's still a truck driver, that the same truck driver that put me through school doing what he did. Yeah. I just think that if there's communication, there's no way that this isn't like this, that this is a problem, period.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? The episode.
I know you're gonna bring up easy.
Where the actor.
What? Which one?
When the actor is with the butcher and she leaves to LA.
Oh my God, I hated that one. I hated that one.
But like, there had to be communication there, and of course, that we don't know what's gonna happen in the next season. But like, she left to go do.
I'm so deep in that show, and it's so frustrating. There's so much frustration.
I know. It's so frustrating. But like, it's also too like, yo, watch them leave. Like, she leaves that guy, and he levels up, and she looks back at it.
Yeah. Sometimes, I mean, unfortunately, sometimes that is the push that you need. Like when somebody tells you, like, I'm done. Sorry, this isn't for me, and this is why. You take that, you hurt, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna use it as fuel. And then this truck driver now owns his own truck company. I don't know what happens, right?
Exactly. Yeah. He can end up putting like a couple trucks on the road. He's got people working for him, and now he's making 6 figures. He's making bank, whatever. He's the CEO of his own company. Well, how's she gonna feel then? You know what I mean?
Yo, call wifey, yo. I'm gonna bring her in on this, though. Yeah, you. Right. She right here. Oh yeah. Call beloved.
Shout out to her homie.
Baby love.
Baby
love. Oh, Patrick turns and he turns hydrogliphic.
The man didn't wanna talk. I want a chair.
Give her the spark notes.
Yeah.
They let it look hydraulics.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on. I gotta the audio might cut real quick. Hold on a second. All right, we're bringing in the wifey on the pod, yo.
This guy is sweaty.
I'm good.
Okay, the Rugrats shirt. I feel you.
This is great. We have a guest. This is awesome.
It's been so long since we've had a wifey on the pod. Welcome back. So Spark Notes. I don't know if you showed wifey the post.
No, she hasn't.
Basically,
seen it yet. Yeah, you fill her in. I'm gonna take a
okay, so basically, there's this post that we read. This girl was homeless at 16 because both of her parents had passed away, and she had no money to go to school or anything like that. She met this guy, and long story short, he like put her through school. They were dating, and he's a truck driver. He was like selling fruits on the side of the street on the side, and she's now a lawyer. And she now feels that he is not her type because he's a truck driver, and she doesn't know how to tell him that she doesn't want to be with a truck driver anymore. Is she wrong for that? Is a truck driver a type? At what point? What are your feelings?
I think she is wrong. She's very, very wrong. Everybody has a different type of job. Like, what is that? Like, I no. Just because she's on the glow up, he's probably still working his way up, right? I don't know the situation, but that's not fair for you to say, you know what, I'm here, you're here. It's not working. No. It's this.
So if you met somebody and he already had that occupation and then your status changes, is it fair to say that an occupation is a type?
Oh my gosh. I mean, does it? Oh no.
Like is communication specialists your type? I only fall for communication specialists.
Oh my God. I mean, that's hard. That's hard. I don't ever really like to judge someone on the type of job that they have. Like if Jay was like a truck driver, if he was even a freaking garbage truck,
great money though,
collector, right? That's well, fair.
City job.
But yeah, like, okay, and you know what I mean? Like, I just need you to treat me right, and I treat you right. We have the same values. That's it. That's really what matters to me.
So where's the balance though? Because there's a point where it's like, all right, you're cleaning up movie theaters for a living, making $12 an hour. Like, I don't know, where's the threshold where like, it's all right, bro, you got to actually level up. Like, I'm being understanding, but to a certain point.
I mean, I'll give you time. It also does depend on like the person's circumstances as well, right? Like, you know, if this person was working, you know, hustling 3 jobs, but also trying to put themselves through school, like that's a different situation. But if you are just like a waste man, like, no. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I need you to pick things up a little bit. You know, I'll give you some time. Sorry, I think Brandon stopped.
What if that waste man, you know, put you through school? All right. Wouldn't you want to inspire that waste man to be not a waste man?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying I'm gonna sit back and just, you know, and just watch you. Like, I will definitely push you. I am here for you, whatever you need, whatever resources. I expect you to come to me, right? But if you don't show any ambition, then it's a wrap.
I think it just sounds like that.
I'm sorry.
I think that one just doesn't. They don't have any communication. Like, I don't see how there's a functional relationship where you're like, I don't know, his occupation kind of sucks today. Like, today I waking up and I just don't feel it no more. But he's always been that. That to me just says you've never had a conversation about, so babe, you gonna always be doing this, or like, what's your goals? Like, what are your plans? Her thing wasn't like, we've had this conversation a million times and he's content and I want him to level up the way I'm leveling up. So now I'm not thinking, like, if that's what it was, I think we look at this whole conversation differently.
Right.
I want to say too, like, real life example, you know, you guys know what it is. You know, we tried to be writers. You know, I was a struggling writer at one point. I could say that, you know, fresh out of journalism school and whatever. And like, you know, we weren't even together at that point, but like, you know, she still was by my side and like pushing me to like, you know, do this article, write for this, or, you know, would like just push me in that right direction. You know, some opportunities I didn't want to take because I just didn't feel it would work out. But, you know, we had that conversation, that communication, and, you know, it led to me like getting further ahead. You know what I mean? So, and vice versa, you know, we've done that for each other. So I feel like you just got to have that.
Yeah.
Just talk. It's not hard. Like, why do people not want
I
to
think
talk
there's
anymore?
when we get out of even just that conversation, there's a lot of stigma when it comes to certain things, whether we're talking about job title, education level, your living situation, which is really big in Toronto. Which I find is something where, in the past, it's been something where I've been reluctant to reveal until I feel comfortable enough with you. Like, yeah, I live at home. My situation's good. Like, it's not like I'm a bum ass dude, but like, I'm not spending money on rent when I don't feel like I need to right now. Have you guys had similar situations like that with like living at home, dealing with people, like, or have you found that like people seem to be either really understanding of that situation, considering where we live, or judgmental?
I think that some people have been judgmental, but at the same time, like they understand, like, yo, you're not like just a bum ass that's not going to be, you know, grinding and still getting it, right? So you have to have a talk about. No, I've obviously cut out people that have been like, okay, you're at home, like you're doing this and that. Like, yeah, do I want to be paying this much money to be you know, struggling in my life? No, it has to be the right situation. I think, no, I haven't really had any bad situations, but it's definitely something that I bring up when I'm comfortable with that certain thing.
Yeah, I've had people tell me stay at home as long as you can because it's hard.
And those are the ones. Those are the ones that move out prematurely, and they're like, "Yo, it ain't all sweet over here."
Yeah, man. Like, yo, I had a brethren of mine who saved up like a lot of money for a down payment, like a lot of money. But for that time, the man did not take a vacation at work. He didn't go anywhere. He was just saving money, and he finally got his place. It's a
small condo in Toronto. And it's still a struggle to make ends meet. Like, I do think that there does have to be balance. Like, if I was just living at home and I haven't gone on vacations and I'm approaching 30 and, you know, had these life experiences and been able to do things like, you know, buy like clothes and video games and bullshit that I enjoy and just going out and doing things like that. Like, I don't know if I'm living life at all. And there was a certain point I feel in my early 20s where I had to make that conscious decision to be like, all right, yo, I know you're trying to save for a house, but like, bro, enjoy life.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I know someone that actually is with someone. He bought a house All right, his girlfriend still lives with her grandma, but the girlfriend pays for all the dates, everything, because he doesn't want.
Is there an understanding though?
He's really like.
Is there an understanding in that situation though?
I guess, but when she talks to her friend about the situation, it's kind of like, wow, it kind of sucks. He doesn't want to travel.
So there's no understanding.
This, he just. It sucks, buddy. Yeah. Having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 9 problems.
Oh, that's how you feel, Brandon?
No, this is cute though. His arms around
a little PDA for PDJ. Where's my gunshots? I got some bars, dog. Oh no, I'll just give you this.
Like that.
But yeah, thank you for joining us, wifey. We just need a female perspective, as usual. We haven't called upon any of our low hanging fruit and the people that love us the most to like handle some of these discussions, and we're like, oh, we need to have more, female voices on here. No, call up babe.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, yo.
All right, see you.
All right.
I love the Rugrats too. Tommy's the man.
Yeah, man.
Let's talk.
Can't wait to have that all back in together in the same room.
I'm telling you, man.
Since wifey was there, let's just keep something. I want to keep going with this conversation.
Yes,
shut up. You know what? Actually, fine. Nadeska, call me Nadeska, because I want to talk about the art of taking care of your wifey and your wifey taking care of you when you're both fucked up. Let's talk about those situations. Let's talk about those times. Do you guys have, or have you had, like, how do you go into those nights? Because I'm assuming most of those times nobody's driving. I don't know if you guys have mostly been in situations where one or the other is driving, and then you're by default you have to take care of them, or you're just both downtown wasted, and then one just ends up becoming a rag doll, and you got to throw them on your shoulder and take care of it.
I don't know about that, but I know, like, when you got to take care of, whoever is struggling, they're going to take care of. Because I've had nights, especially my birthday, where I was down and out, knocked out, and my girl took care of me, right? My teammates,
attaboy,
people like that. But other than that, when it's on the other side, you have to help her. You have to.
Do you do it grudgingly? Really is she in the room? Can she hear you?
No, not at all. I actually love doing it. That shows her that when she wakes up, she'll be like, "Thank you for being there." I'm like, "Hell yes."
I think birthdays aside.
Yeah. I think you understand. Everybody understands.
Off, right? Yeah. But like, we've definitely had conversations where it's like, okay, we have a shared calendar, so we know like when our events are coming up or whatever. And we'll be like, all right, are we driving? What's the game plan? If we both decide we're not driving, then we know it's going to be one of those nights. But sometimes we alternate. Like if it's a situation where it's my friends who invited me out, then maybe she'll drive and so I could get lit. Or if it's the other way around, it's her girls or her friends, then it's like, all right, I'll drive us down. You can get lit, whatever, right? So you got to have those conversations. But sometimes, you don't plan ahead.
Shit just happen.
And, some people might just start throwing you random drinks and saying happy birthday.
Yeah, that sounds like a Brampton thing.
You just end up.
Oh, man.
It's an evil world we live in.
Or you got some, throw up on your shirt or something.
Damn. Yeah. Wow. Well, Patrick's referring to a time when we went out as a mandem, and I offered Fireball to everyone, and I've been drinking Fireball like water, so I thought everyone else could handle it, and of course that was not the case.
I think that's a mistake that most people make. Like, you assume that everybody can drink the same as you do around you, and if the amount of times I've learned that lesson. But I know that I can't just be like, I know now if I drink 2, I'm making whoever drinking with me, they're drinking 1. And that could be a homie. I don't even care if it's a little girl or mandem. Like, don't follow me. Professional at work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yo, I got a story, man. So there was one time I went to his house party, right? It's, you know, Airbnb, people rented out the house, whatever. It was some of my younger dudes from work. And I'm not the OG, but kind of, you know, these guys are early 20s. You know, I'm on my way out of the 20s. So I'm like, I'll come show up and hang out with these guys, whatever. I get there, nice house they got, like right in the bridle path. So, you know, if you're from Toronto, that's like the bougie part. Like that's where Drake's house is. You know what I mean? Prince had a house over there. Yeah. So crazy house, whatever. So I get there, it's lit. They got like, picture any house party you've seen in movies. Like it's proper. I didn't intend to get that lit. I was just gonna come, show face, and bounce.
Those are the best lit nights, though.
Crowd. I got hella lit. We're doing like shots like crazy. So I ultimately had to call my girl because I'm like, yo,
help me.
Pick me up, like whatever. Yeah, basically. So she drives down to pick me up, right? And the moment I get in the car, she's like, oh, like you could smell the liquor just coming off of me. Like, and you know, I sweat. So I'm like sweating liquor, right? So taking it, I get back home, whatever, next morning, I check in with these guys. I'm like, yo, party was lit. Like, hope you guys are good. Their party got shut down, bro. Cops came. The Airbnb that they rented wasn't actually supposed to have a party. So someone listed the house as being able to have parties, but they weren't the actual owners of the house. This woman listed this.
Did they sublet it? The renters Airbnb'd it?
Essentially. So her parents gave her the house. She sublet it out to basically, she's been doing all these Airbnb flips and whatever. Neighbors saw all the commotion, called the cops. Cops showed up and shut down the party. Literally, this happened like, I found out half an hour after.
I mean, at least you got your full litness in, you enjoyed yourself, and you went home.
Yeah. So ever since then, like, she still brings that up. She's like, remember I saved you from that party?
No, that's hard, though.
So sometimes
get out of jail free card.
Just, you know, on you. Yeah.
Remember, this reminds me of another.
Oh my god!
When the cops, you know, shut down that party again. You left early, but I'm gonna stop bringing.
No, it's a lit show that just like it's very triggering. I'll just say. Do you guys find, or do you think that there's a COVID cuffing season, or that because of the pandemic and the lockdown, people are really trying to find somebody?
The one?
You know what's funny? Yeah, this is something that Patricia and I were talking about, and it's pretty much. And we said that people that are in these relationships, I say some people that just got married, or people not just got married, people that are in relationships during this time. Sometimes it can get move on very quick during this time because you're with each other all the time, or if you're not together, it can kind of. It can change and change. So there's kind of like a counter effect to it. I think if you're solid with your person, it's going to be good. But there have been people that have like really, just like it's gone really quick. It's really sped up. Like they're thinking about getting a house, thinking about doing things now because they've spent all this time. But I think it's a good learning experience to see. If you can
right.
coexist.
But I'm talking about like net new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Net new. Oh.
Like, are you finding like your guys or your homegirls or whoever, like they're either looking or have found like relationships during COVID?
I've heard of people dating, man. Like I know a few.
Yeah. I've been hearing a lot of those like outdoor dates, and I've seen a couple walks in the park with two people that I know don't know each other. I've seen that.
Right. Yeah. I know a lot of girls that I know on my side that pretty much say like this is a year that like dating was taken, like a year off dating. Like COVID changed the dating game, and they haven't been out there because like they're
fair.
Of,
I've seen people instead of the net new doubling back. So there's this couple. I went to high school with them. They haven't been together for maybe at least a year and a half, and like they're done. Like they probably, I don't know. As far as I saw at the end of it, they shouldn't have been together, and.
Yeah,
as people in Scarborough say, 2 2s. I go on IG and they're smooching each other. So I feel like people, maybe it's because they're worried about COVID and they're just like trying to go to people that they can trust. Maybe it's because of COVID, because this is what I found. I spend all the time with people that I really want to spend my time with. Maybe it's making you realize things. Yeah. Maybe it's making people just make the safe decision. I think it's a combination of all of them.
I mean, you go where it's comfortable, right? Like you go where you know, where it's familiar to you. You know, you want to put your
what? Put your what?
Put your what? You want to rest.
Yeah, you want to rest. You want to lay your head.
Yes.
On the pillow, you know.
On the bosom, yes. You know.
Yeah, exactly. You want to.
Patrick's acting mad hydroglyphic right now.
Hydroglyphic is definitely the wave.
No, hydroglyphic. I'm just turning. I'm gonna try and make a real definition for this, other than whatever you were trying to say.
Okay.
How are you feeling, bro? I'm hydroglyphic. You?
Hydroglyphic.
Like, wouldn't that be like water and something like
hydro?
Because hydro.
Wait, I think I'm gonna. You know what? Instead of saying lit, I feel lit. I'm hydroglyphic.
Every time I hit a shot, hydro.
I'm hydro.
You know, forget lit. We're hydroglyphic. How are you feeling? Hydroglyphic.
Hydroglyphic. Every time I make a shot, hydro rather than wet. Hydroglyphic. Hydro.
That's stupid. This is your. Were you a bubble player? Like, what's going on?
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. That is what we call the Segway motherfucking king right there. Segway king, bro. Segway motherfucking king.
Segway man.
Bubble player. This is a real term that I'll give credit that my dad came up with. So he's like, we're watching TJ Warren go off for his 50, 30, 30. We're seeing Bol with like a double, whatever. We're seeing Michael Porter Jr. going off. And there's a guy on Portland. Don't even remember his fucking name. No. Nurkic is not a bubble player. He's just coming back. That guy.
Trent Jr. And don't forget, what's the other guy? Duncan
Robinson. Bubble players are these players that are going off in the bubble that would never ever come close to the output that they're doing right now. And I think we're gonna have to say it has to do with the fact that there's no fans. It's just basketball. Yeah. There's no extra shit. It feels like runs with referees. And this is where like a guy like TJ Warren would go off, because I've heard this before and I completely believe it. And I've seen NBA talent before enough to say that like, yo, if you can play in the league, you could probably get buckets on any given night. These are any given night situations where there's, only certain players, when it's under regular circumstances, i.e. a LeBron or somebody like that, has the ability to tune everything out and has been playing at such a high level and is so comfortable with the moments that they can do this every day consistently and get the buckets, get the stats, put up the numbers. TJ Warren has never been able to do that. That guy was traded for cash considerations. And this guy's feeling slighted now that you got a couple good games and a bubble under your belt. You're a bubble player. So I want to make sure that we separate the bubble players from the players that are just playing good in the bubble, i.e. Fred VanVleet, Nurkic, like those guys.
Yes.
No, definitely, 100%. I feel like Gary Trent Jr.,
absolutely,
TJ Warren for sure, because he's not going 11 for 13 in like with
not a fucking chance. Not a fucking chance.
They're not, and even Terrence Ross even said that on the podcast. He said that it's easier to shoot and get into a rhythm because they feel like
the depth perception.
He said when you're in the Staples Center, exactly. When you're in the Staples Center, it's such a big arena that the perception from the 3-point line to the rim, and everything's dark in the background too. So it's like everything it throws you off sometimes. So this would not be happening. Like I really want to see TJ Warren go off with the real people around, because I don't think it's
not going to happen. But I will say he's about to get some.
His bubble bag's going to be like maybe like I don't know. I'm still giving him like $8 million a year. I ain't giving him that much.
Nah, he's getting money.
But if they sneak in and grab that 8 seed,
they're on like 4 or 5. They're already up there.
Nah, isn't he on? Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
No.
My bad.
Okay, if TJ Warren continues this shit throughout the playoffs, we can talk about that bag. If he goes to the playoffs and I see, even if he does like 15 points a game, $8 million a year.
Yeah. More than that, man. More than that. The money that they have in the NBA, he's gonna get a bag. He's gonna get like 15 at least. Gary Trent Jr. as well. I'm surprised that Portland's an 8.
He's gonna get like a Solomon Hill bag.
Yeah,
and that guy don't even look like he should be in the league. Oh my god, he's dusty.
No, but he's snapped a couple times in the bubble, bro. He's had a couple games where he's gone off too. Like,
he has. Michael Porter Jr. is supposed to be like the number 1 pick when DeAndre Ayton got taken. But yeah, he's coming in his own. He's okay, but I still don't think he'll go off in real life. Who knows? You can't judge any of these players with validity right now when it comes to it.
It's hard, man. Like, what do you guys think of the bubble, though? Like, it took a while for me to get into it, but I'm loving basketball's on, like,
I fucking love it. I get to put something on while I'm working and turn the volume off and work and then tune out and then work and then tune out. Like, I love it. And it's all day, every single fucking day. Every other day, my Raptors are playing. As a matter of fact, they're getting right. They're playing like, yeah, exactly. Like 15 minutes. Oh, perfect timing. Look at us timing this shit perfect.
I love it. It's March Madness vibes. Madness vibes.
So I think this is a good place to kind of leave off. So considering next week we'll have more of a basketball conversation with some people that are really doing their thing in the podcasting basketball space. Brandon, don't come through 2/6 Manny. Don't come through with the suit and tie. Keep that at home. Yo.
The world general speaking.
Yes. Patrick Dennis Jr. Hit me up, Twitter, Instagram. You know what it is.
Brampton's finest.
_JD.
And then of course is myself.
Shop like Shaq. You waste.
Episode 90. Holy shit, we 10 away from 100. That's crazy.
Big boss CEO on that Suge shit. I smoke that killer back to back on that Snoop shit. On that Dr. Dre shit, I'm still ruthless. Thug life outlaw, I'm on it.
Not with the hype.
I'm on that clock shit. For real though. I'm aiming for your top, bitch. For real though. Take them heels out before you jump up in it, drop, bitch. She asked how much cost syrup in my cup, that's a lot, bitch. Ain't no more purple, so I'm drinking yellow snot, bitch. Got some choppers, got a plug, then I got rich. Cash that on 3 Lamborghinis just to pop shit. I brought the millions to the circle, nigga mob shit. I pray to God my son don't get cursed for some shit I did. I hit him in the chest and tell him that the world his. I put it all on the line cause I'm a gambler, nigga. Just bought my brother a motherfucking phantom, little nigga. I kidnapped this bitch, she let her phone stay dead for 3 days. I just pulled a 8 to walk in a picture of Kool-Aid. My barber get 100 every time I get a new fade. Blue Aventador, blue diamonds at the blue flame. Big boss CEO on that Suge shit. I smoke that killer back to back on that Snoop shit. On that Dr. Dre shit, I'm still ruthless. Thug life outlaw, I'm on that Pac shit. Pull the trigger, let it sing, I'm on that clock shit. For real though.